Whatever.
Guys, what do we even talk about here? What is there to talk about?
I can tell you right off the bat. If I see Tanner Houck in the rotation next year, guys, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, short of
my
the
card
team
in.
plane going down.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Then maybe I'd be all right. With
Manchester United.
Yeah, like that. It was like what the '60s or so. Like
there was a
50s,
hockey
early
team.
50s,
There was
early 60s.
a KHL team in I want to say like
It was like 6 years ago,
12
or maybe later. Yeah, I do vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, they all died, all of them.
No.
Sorry, I couldn't tell.
Good start. To the episode.
Horrible tragedy.
Yeah.
Walking through the blood and bones.
I didn't even know they were sick. I didn't even know they were sick.
Can you hear this?
I'm just gonna have to cut that entire start to the episode.
Why? Why? They're all, what,
You can't
the plane went down.
It's make the
it's
Norm
historical.
McDonald reference.
It's historical. It's history.
Tact
Just play like a full Aerosmith song for the first like
of all weeks to be doing this, Mr. Wallinger. I'm up to here.
Feisty Mo Pena's back.
I am. Yes. Don't test me this week.
Should we talk about that? Fitz's attitude on Saturday.
I had a little
you know
bit
what?
of a tune.
I would like to touch on that. I would like to.
That's
touch
fine.
On
I
that.
mean,
You
it was our last time all together at Fenway, and he just
last time.
Mr. Fitzy Mo Pena was not very nice.
Last
very
time
nice,
together
folks.
as pre-wedding.
A groomzilla instead of a bridezilla, folks. Many
You
are
were
saying
a
this.
Groomzilla.
Maybe call it.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it now. What did I do?
Last week?
What?
Call it a just desserts for all the hours I had to put in last week's episode,
Okay.
because there were quite a few.
You did have to do that. I understand.
Francis Ford Coppola.
I know.
I have to count the first whole minute of this one. So,
No, you don't.
I'm gonna.
Listen, Fitz, I might be crass sometimes, but I think occasionally, I think you cut things that don't need to be cut.
I'd safe than sorry. I don't need.
We
that.
should have
censorship on Lansdowne.
we should have Patreon. That's just my cut
Uncut
jokes.
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
behind a
Here's the
$1,000
director's cut.
paywall. $1,000
You
paywall.
fine folks be the judge by paying us $20 so you can hear Jake make jokes about certain atrocities and things of that nature.
Let us know in the comments. Should Jake have kept this one in?
Well, me kept it in. Or should have let Jake cook? Yay or nay? That's Nuptials on Lansdowne, a.k.a. Jake. We're also joined by I Feel Nothing, a.k.a. Liam. And Liam, we're going to have to repeat that Tanner Houck bit. Because, again,
Yeah.
I'm Benny Agbanyani. Took me a second to say that, a.k.a. Fitz. This is Pod on Lansdowne, the Death of a Bachelor edition of Pod on Lansdowne. Happy you could join us. I won't be joining you guys the next couple of weeks. I got
Just one. Just one. We're gonna do only one episode without Fitz. I think we decided.
Is that the call?
Yeah. Yeah,
think
Liam
so.
and I.
I think that's
You're only
the
gonna
move.
you're only
That's the
gonna do
move.
one because you'll be uncensored, and it is what ends up sinking the.
No, we're only gonna
And
do one because
that's
what'll
get us canceled.
Because they can't do anything. You know, it's gonna be.
We'll do a post-mortem next week.
Who are we rooting for in the
Sarah
playoffs?
goodbyes.
Do we have teams?
You know what, Jake? That is genuinely an excellent transition because I did want to get into that.
Oh, okay.
I did want to get into that. Do we want to jump into that now, or do we want to
Sure.
attempt to at least have a conversation about the Boston Red Stockings?
Here's my conversation. Bad.
It's
There we go.
I understand the sentiment that why not just lose every game the rest of the way.
Jake,
Thank
you're
you.
sitting
I
on the pod. Yeah.
That's correct.
I know. I'm sitting here watching. It's the first inning, and it's already 3-0, and I'm just kind of like, if we had a full season of this where it's like, let's just lose for draft pick positionings, I probably wouldn't make it through the year. Quite honestly.
No, but that's one thing. But what I'm saying is, once you're out,
oh no, I totally get
get your
that. But
money's
I'm just
worth.
thinking like,
You know.
if you're a fan who has a team like that, where it's like, Yeah, we're not going into this year.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do it.
To compete.
I couldn't do it.
We're going into tank. I
The
feel
process.
like that sports fan experience sounds like absolute hell. Like that's no way to enjoy sports.
I'm trying to think. The closest thing, I guess, to a team I care about ever doing that was like the
Celtics.
Yeah, the 15 or no, the
like around like 2014.
Yeah,
what was that, like 13,
14
Celtics?
Celtics. Yeah.
Well, that's actually a good point because I was actually just thinking that. No shit, Jake. The whole what made that team at least enjoyable enough, just following along with weird Celtics Twitter, is that they were at least fun in how they were doing it. They called them literally the too dank to tank Celtics.
I don't know. They
They-
won
I
25
did
games.
love those
Fitz.
teams.
I don't. That's
Too
the
dank
next.
to tank, though. That's fun.
The next year they were fun, and then the year after that they were fun because it was like they actually were winning games for some reason. But
we
that
got
first
some
year
members of weird
they were
Twitter.
actually
IT, Crowder.
they were
Olenek.
actually
Those are the
fucking
boys.
terrible that
the
first
little
year.
guy, like Brandon Bass in that starting lineup, like guys like that. Things of that
Amazing.
nature. Weird Celtics Twitter guys. In anyone, chime in. Let us know
Fitz, if you had to guess who led the it's crazy.
who led the
top
13,
four
14.
the top 4 Celtics in points in 13-14.
Avery Bradley.
He was 2.
Was Jeff
saw it.
Green still kicking around?
Yeah, he was
Jeff
he
Green
was
was on those
first.
teams, yeah.
He was
Yep.
number 1.
See, I'm not the biggest Celtics guy.
This is points per game, by the way.
They didn't have Smart at this point, did they?
No,
Or
he
was
got
that Smart's
he-
rookie year?
No, he was the product of that tank.
Of that
Okay.
first year, yeah. Okay.
So
I mean, Brandon Bass has to be on that list, right?
Brandon
That's
Bass,
a good
number
poll.
6. Number 6.
Six.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Who?
not IT. Was he still in Sacramento at the time?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he
Jeff
wasn't
Green,
there yet.
Avery Bradley. Number 3, Jordan Crawford.
Jesus
I forgot.
Christ.
I forgot
And
his
number
team.
4, Jared Sullinger.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Sully.
I should have thought that.
Go Buckeyes!
5,
I was gonna say
Rob,
Ohio State,
6,
right? Yeah.
Bass. 7, Jared Bayless.
Fab Mello on that list. May he rest in peace.
No, I think he was gone already,
From the team.
or wasn't here already. What year was he?
What, wasn't he drafted the same year Smart was?
Yeah, so he wasn't here yet.
Gotcha.
Kelly the Clinic Olynyk was 8. I had a soft spot for Kelly.
Hell yeah!
Remember
Kelly.
that series he
Game
had against
7
the
for
Yeah,
Vegas.
against the
Game
Wizards.
7, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out.
When Kelly Oubre was being a pest. That was special. Absolutely special.
Let's see if we can talk about every other sport
Except the
in
Red
Boston,
Sox.
except for the Red Sox. Bruins back. I got them on right now. They're down 1-0 to the Sabres,
Yeah,
but that's okay
preseason.
because nobody's playing really. It's just Lucic and
Gentlemen, I may have been cranky on Saturday because of how bad that baseball game was against the Chicago White Sox.
terrible game.
I don't
Terrible
think
weather.
I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say this. Liam, you and I were there. Windy, cold.
What do you?
some rain,
I was
although
also
we were
there.
covered. You just perjure yourself?
No. Maybe.
I don't think. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna listen to it.
I'm just looking out for you, man. I'll cut it just in case he does. I'll cut it.
Maybe just bleep that part. Just bleep it.
I'll cut it.
No, I don't want it cut. I want it bleeped.
I'm gonna cut
Ow!
it. That's too much. That's too much for me to edit.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The weather looked terrible at that game too, huh?
Yeah, and then nothing
Rainy.
happens. Nothing happens in the game whatsoever. I mean, what before the singular run that was scored, Liam? What's the biggest thing that happened in that game? The nice play by Valdez at second.
Yeah, the 2 plays by Valdez in that one inning where he turned 2 and then he dove for it. And then 2 outs, top 9. Lou Bob hits a pesky shot.
That goes
Bob.
91 feet.
That's your ball game, folks. Felt like I mean, basically, if the listeners there didn't watch
they had
the
the
game,
they had the winning run on first base in the bottom of the ninth.
did they?
They
I
did.
don't even
they had
remember
2
us
men
having
on for
any
SETI.
runners on base.
Then he struck out.
For those
Oh,
10
okay.
minutes after the Lou Bob home run, I think I just kind of I haven't watched The Boys, but I know the Homelander movie
Yeah,
theater white noise ears ringing.
That's how I felt since mid-August. That's
Yeah, but
guys,
this
we
was also
only have 7 wins this month. I was
Good.
looking at the
Good.
season by season win totals and
I'm
or the month
serious.
by month, and it's
Good.
it's ugly.
It was a little
I
different.
wish
though,
we had
this being the-
0.
This being the last weekend of Fenway up until the spring, so you kind of saying your goodbyes to Fenway. At least that's what I do. Then maybe that's sentimental and soft, but sue me. I don't know. It's just what a fucking way to put a bow tie on the end of the season. That
I'll be
was
there
essentially
tomorrow.
my
Perfect way to
last
say
game of the
goodbye.
season.
I'll be there
Say
tomorrow.
again? What'd you say, Liam or Jake?
I was just gonna say it's just a shit sandwich of a game.
Yeah,
Quite honestly.
and then Jake said
Whole
something
season.
too. I don't know.
I said I'll be there tomorrow. That'll be my final game. Goodbyes.
Yeah.
I don't know. My dad insisted on going, so I don't really get why. But
He's chomping at the bit. He's got to see his
I mean, but we
socks.
got the bees soon. I don't know.
It's like
I think he just wants a sausage.
I've just checked out of the year, man. With
Yeah.
this stuff coming up for Saturday, the Nups coming on. It's just been combined with how bad the team has been, just how dreary it's been. It's just been Looney Tunes plays on defense, still all that shit. I've just been. I got to be honest. I've kind of just been checked out, and that's the first time I can say that about the Red Sox in a while. Even if they've been bad, I would still watch a ton of it. It's not worth my fucking time.
Yeah, I
right
mean,
now.
I feel like
last
this is
year,
probably the
late
closest
last
I've
year.
gotten.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. I mean, how
I
bad
cannot
was
sanction
September?
this
How bad
buffoonery.
was September last year?
I can't imagine it was.
I don't
great.
know. At least with September last year, we had Bayo and Casas getting like their first taste, so like there was some
Right.
buzz.
And there's a little bit of
God.
here, like Abreu and
September-
and
September was
Rafaela.
pretty fucking bad last year.
Is it worse than this
What was
one?
that? What was the win loss
No,
record?
they had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They actually were like 500. I think at least close to it. It was like 15 and 14. I think.
It's just
Yeah, it gives me such it's weird. It feels like, at least for me, I think the season I was not maybe like most checked out, but like have the least memories of is like 2014. Where like there was
Yeah, that
just
team sucked.
nothing really happened. Like there was an exciting trade deadline, but nothing else happened that year.
at least you
And
still
I-
had you were still off of the buzz of 13 a little bit. You
right,
know
like
what I
there
mean?
was like that hangover, but I don't know, man. Like this year, what are our memories going to be of this season?
There were some
Casas.
great.
It's the Casas coming out party. I'd say that's really all I have.
You had a
honestly.
handful. The Verdugo walk off against Minnesota,
Does
dominating
that
the
stick
Yankees
with you
early
though
on.
in a
No,
bad
that's
year?
not gonna-
Like
that's not gonna stick with
something
me.
I'm like, wow. Remember when he hit
Him
that?
after the game saying, "Please
April
be fucking
walk-off?
fair." Yes, that would stick with me. Yes, that's a funny memory. The Barraclaw game. Are you kidding me? You want to talk about memories?
Well, sure.
That's all time. But in all seriousness, in terms of good ones, up to and including that Braves series at home, there were some solid moments here and there. I mean, Duvall's
They also
fucking
won that
insanity
the
runs.
first Giants game right after that. Casas hit a bomb to
Yeah.
left center, and then that was it. That was the last.
There
good
were
moment.
a handful of solid points there. There were, but after that, that was the pinnacle. of
I
the
feel
season.
like, I mean, for us at least, like yes, it's easy to pull like the Barraclough
we're sick.
game, the Verdugo
Yeah.
walk-offs. Like I think for a casual fan, you look back at this year, you're like, what? Like this
Yeah, that's
offseason,
fair.
if you're just a casual fan, you're like, man, like what are the Red Sox even up to?
That's what I'm saying, dude. I think we're gonna go buck wild.
this offseason.
I've said it several times. I think the general apathy towards the team.
I got a code for Noah Khan.
Okay, terrific. Toby got a code for the
Oh,
Noah
yeah,
Khan
Noah's coming to Fenway.
Fenway presale, guys. So that's
There you
great.
go. Northern attitude.
I'll keep you posted. All right. Hey, that's Red Sox related, huh?
Yeah,
He
Fenway.
added a second show, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, I know.
Can we just take a second? His popularity,
Oh,
even
hey, yeah,
just
good for
the
him.
last like even 6 months, I feel like has gone like crazy. Like he
Yeah.
first came on my radar probably about a year ago. A friend of mine suggested to him, I was like, "Oh, this guy's pretty good. Oh, he's from Vermont, and now here he is selling multiple shows at Fenway fucking Park. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I
Noah
like
Kahan,
him.
folks, if you haven't checked him out,
That's not his name.
yeah, it is Noah Kahan.
Just Khan.
Khan? Oh, I thought it was Kahan. I thought it was Kahan.
No,
My
well,
apologies.
extra enunciation from Fitz.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh, I just think everything, the general like apathy toward the franchise. I also got a pre-sale, by the way, Sophie. I just got it.
Thank God.
The general apathy towards the franchise is just, I don't know, like I think they have to make a splash this offseason. Like,
Jake,
what do
I
you?
hate to. I agree with you, but I hate to belabor this point. According to Google,
Noah Kahan.
That's not right.
but
Noah Kahan.
Sophie, how do you say his last
Google. Are you saying Google is wrong
name?
here?
Google says Noah Kahan. That's not right.
It's not right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gone.
not. She's a diehard. Fitz.
How do you say, Jake, spell it?
Trust me, it's gone. We have.
What is everything phonetic
I'm
now?
just asking. Let's.
What is this? What? Spell Kyle Barraclaw. What do you mean? What
B
what
A R
dumb
A
example?
C L O U G H. Barraclaw.
Kyle
Yeah, that's not. Shut up, Fitz. Go away.
There is a Noah Kahan TikTok to how to pronounce his name. This
Okay,
it's
great.
Actually,
Here we
him.
go.
TikTok.
All right, my connection is awful right now. This is not helping. Fellas,
Wanted to teach you guys how to say my last name because it seems like people are
moment of truth.
having trouble with it. So it's not Cajon or Kahan or Kahan.
Oh,
Sorry, Fitz. He called you out.
you know what?
Called
I
you
admit it.
right out, Fitz. How
Yeah, that's fair.
embarrassing.
There you go.
He,
I
he
know
was
he just
literally
played
about
it.
to say.
I
Sophie
don't-
just
He's
pulled up the
literally
same
about to say,
exact
Fitzy,
video.
Fitzy
There you go.
Malpania, that's not how you say my name.
Fitsimo accountable. There. That's what
funny.
you call that. Anyways, yeah, I think I think that again to bring it back to the Bloom news from a couple weeks ago, Jake. I agree with you. How are you going to bring someone else different into the front office and then not make that splash? Should not go, as you call it, buck wild. Liam, would you agree with that as well?
No, I do. I think just like, I don't know, as someone who's been to Fenway way too often this year for what the product is on the field.
A sicko's
I think you have a
sicko.
problem.
Yeah. Is this an intervention? Just the, like, even the fans in the ballpark, like there have been a couple like really, the fans were really good Friday night. When they beat the White Sox, Massa had like the 8th inning go ahead RBI. The fans
Last
were good
Fenway
then.
Friday of the year, you know.
Yeah, the fans were great. The night it was Bayo versus Strider when the Braves were in town. The Duval game, obviously, like first win of the year, all that. But I don't know. All the other games I've been to this year, like when the Blue Jays were in town, the Blue Jays fans were louder than us. The Mets were in town, the Mets fans were louder than us.
Mets fans were
The Dodgers in town, the Dodgers fans were louder than us.
even like I went to the Casas 2 home run game against Scherzer, and I would say for that one specifically, like maybe the Red Sox were a bit louder, but the point remains, like the Mets fans who had a fucking the SpongeBob dark hallway meme like year, they were all, that was a fucking nightmare for them. They still traveled, and they still, even like in down periods of the game, even if the Mets weren't playing all that well, they were still bringing it. And I feel like you don't see that a ton of Fenway, which is to your point. Oh, I forgot I had an alarm on. To your point, I think that speaks to how kind of
speaks to the larger like God, it's the word I'm looking for. Just the larger, from a larger viewpoint, how people are viewing the team. It's like, yeah, I'll go to
Is
Fenway.
that the word you were
a
looking
night.
for, or did you settle?
Not
for that
really.
one?
No, I
Yeah,
settled
I
for
didn't-
that. I'm
yeah, I
still
didn't think
trying to
so.
figure out what it is. Yeah.
I didn't,
He didn't
think
go
it
for the
was.
green there. He had to
Yeah,
play
no,
it
it's-
safe.
yeah. But I don't know. It's just,
He pulled up at first on that one.
Yeah, he wasn't going to try to
no,
stretch
what's
that.
it was not rounding,
No.
for sure.
In
No,
the
just,
context of the 2023 Red Sox, though, it's probably smart that you didn't try to stretch that to
Yeah,
a double. Make
I
another
would have
base
been
running
thrown
mistake.
out. Would have absolutely been thrown out. Yeah, just kind of sad. I don't know. This season had its moments. Not that many. Not
If you
enough.
had one word to describe this season, if you can only use one word, what would yours be? Let's start with Jake. What would your word for the 2023 season be?
Probably tired. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not like a bit like you get to a point where, and I know to preface all of our conversations, we're obviously spoiled as 21st
Oh, of course.
century Red
Yes.
Sox
No,
fans.
if there's a
100%.
if there just so happens to be a like Detroit Tigers fan listen to us right now,
Yeah.
they want all three of us dead.
Murdered
Yeah.
with
Cement
hammers.
shoes. Yeah.
But I would say, like, with what we've come to expect from the Red Sox these last 25 years or so, it's like this is the shittiest stretch they've had since the World Series. You had a roster with like several Hall of Fame level talent on it in 19, where you just kind of pooped. 2020 COVID year, you throw it out, but you also sucked, like really sucked. 21, again, I don't want to discredit it, but it was accidental. They literally accidentally went to the LCS, and then back-to-back years of just being incredibly mid. I don't.
Yeah.
It's I mean, that's a tough stretch.
I'm gonna pull a Charles Barkley and give you 4 words instead of 1. But more of the same. And I don't know. Jake put it very well. Like, if you look back on the last 4 years,
5 years.
we got 21. I mean, yeah. I kind of separate 19 and 20 just in terms of like different leadership.
I think a
Mookie's
lot of
gone.
people separate 2019 and 2020, Liam, for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, well, it's very true.
Sorry,
I don't
I'm being
know.
punchy.
I just think it's
Stan
like
Chera made it all through 2019.
Oh no, Stan. That one stays, Jake.
Thank you.
But I don't know, the last 4 years, and I don't want this to sound like it's an indictment of Chaim Bloom, because I love my guy Chaim, but yeah, I mean, if 21 doesn't happen, you're looking at like literally 4 of the same seasons. Like, it's like Groundhog Day. Like, I feel like this year has just been a continuation of last year, where we don't have a starting rotation. The offense is good. It's solid, but it's inconsistent.
Yep.
And it's just, I don't know, trying to piece things together, and there's
I think in the weeks since, like, when did Heim get fired? Do we remember, like, the actual, like, 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Feels like a century ago, but I think it's too
But
much.
I don't know. First week of
and
September.
I've become more objective about it, and it's like, if you're gonna have a real issue with stuff he did, he really did suck at building a rotation. I mean,
Second half of this year, that was on
and it's
full
even
display,
like,
right?
I don't think he was like, wow, this guy can build an offense. But at least you can point to the farm and be like, there's several. We have 5 top 100 guys that are all position players. So that is coming, but I mean, the pitching is fucking grim, dude. And he was here for 4 years, and it's
Enough
like
time to build a not
nothing?
depressing rotation.
nothing, dude.
Yeah.
No, we're
Not
still
bad,
running
but
Hulk out
it's
there.
like he drafted him, right?
Yeah, I mean, you let Nate walk, you let Eddie walk. Jesus, yeah, no, it's bad. I mean, Corey Kluber was our opening day starter, guys. I don't know how much more.
I mean,
that alone
at
is
that
like
point
the
we should
biggest
have
indictment on Heim
tipped
Bloom.
us off.
Yeah.
Tipped us off.
I think my word would be deflating, because even with that, like, you had stretches where, like, okay, if they could just put this together, maybe they do something, and then they fall on their face, but then they pick right back up. Like, how many times could we do the song and dance? I think that would be my word, but a lot of the points that I was going to bring up, I think you guys covered there. So let's take a quick step back here. Let's take a commercial break, and then, Jake, let's get back into that topic there. I want to see what your bandwagon teams are for the 2023 MLB postseason. But first,
Sure.
ad time. Unless I don't know if we're going to be sponsored by Noah Khan. If we just so happen to be sponsored by Noah Khan, apologies for thinking his name is Kahan. Maybe that should have been my word for the for the year.
Fitz, just go to
Or
the
is
ad
Kahan?
break.
Okay.
Screw the ad break.
All right, I'll be right back. I just gotta do something bunny related. The nups.
4-0.
Dude, you gotta check out.
First and second, no outs. Hawks
Are you
still
going
in.
tomorrow? Are you going tomorrow?
Yeah. I looked
What-
at tickets
what-
earlier today. There's
What'd
like
they run
not everything's like I haven't bought them yet, but everything's like $20. So
All right, cool.
I'll talk to
I'll
Santi
see
later
you there,
tonight.
kid. Yeah, me and my dad. I'll tell you where we are. Actually, we are low or field box 30. Field box 30.
So that is first base. You said like behind the Red Sox dugout, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta shave. I look disgusting.
Just thinking that too. Might need to do that tonight.
Fitz, is that your wedding haircut?
It is. Yeah, I got it this morning.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Looks good.
Give it a couple days to grow in a little
Yeah,
bit.
populate.
That's right. Then Saturday morning, I'm going to go just to make sure that the facial hair is all good.
I don't even know what time everything is. I haven't even looked.
Ceremony is at 2.
I mean, it doesn't really I'll be there. It
Yeah, but is
doesn't
it
really
2?
matter what time it is.
yeah, ceremony at 2. and then-
4:30.
Yeah. Where are you guys Are you staying at the Marriott?
No, I'm just going to drive home.
I'm just riding with Jake.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sober, you know. I don't need to.
For the gang.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, Liam, open bar. So.
Oh, Fitz, trust me, I'll be drinking my Shirley Temples.
Their natural, what's the line from The Departed? I know Shirley Temple's grenadine, but cranberry
It's
juice.
natural diuretic.
Diuretic, thank you.
What are you on your period?
Oh, Valdez defense, sneaky looking solid.
Liam, you
All
are
of a
so
sudden.
ill. You are so mentally ill.
Talking myself into it.
All right, 5 seconds. We are back. Pot on Lansdowne, Jake Fitz, Liam, as always. Glad you could join us. If you got a question for the show, you can give us a
As
call.
always,
at
not
617
always. Not always.
Hmm?
Next week.
Oh,
More
well,
Fitz.
yeah, not as always for me. It will be the Jake and Liam show. But then I'll
Uncut
be,
and uncensored.
yeah, right? The caution tape over the mouths. Like, they're not afraid to
We
go
should
there.
Photoshop that for the.
Who was that Australian comic who posted that clip of him being
I
like,
was just thinking about
"Americans
him."
are gonna hate my fucking-"
He's English, not Australian,
I
but
thought it was Australian.
it's Jimmy Carr. We should do the thing. We should do the Ricky Gervais thing, Liam, where he has like the crown of thorns on, and he's got the.
Hey, what? You having a
It
giggle,
says
mate?
atheist across his chest or something.
Yeah, right.
It'll just say smiley, or I don't know.
You got to workshop that one a little bit, I think, but give it some time to cook. But if you got a question for the show,
Seven nothing, guys.
Liam, shut up.
oh yeah, the Rays are. I guess the Red Sox playing baseball right now, but 617-420-2431 is our Hotmail line. 617-420-2431. You can also find us on Twitter at Pod on Lansdowne, at Fitzimo Pena for myself, at Jake Wallinger for Jake, at Liam Fennessy _ for Liam. It's bandwagon time, gentlemen. It's where the rubber meets the road. This is where we declare ourselves diehard fans of a team since we were kids, since 2023. Jake, you were thinking about it first. Who are you riding with
So
in the playoffs this year?
So it's definitely, if they make it, it's definitely the Mariners.
That's going to be a popular pick, and I get it.
Yeah, but they're also pooping their pants right now, so I don't know if they're going to sneak in or not. If they miss it, probably the Orioles in the AL. I'd say definitely the Orioles if the Mariners don't make it in the AL. In the NL, I like the Brew Crew.
Very sneaky, about to have over 90 wins on the year.
Yeah, I like the Brew Crew, and I'd say that's Brew Crew.
Liam, how about you?
I would say in the AL, some combination of Minnesota, Seattle, and Baltimore. Like totally cool with those three.
So just anyone but Houston, basically, in Tampa.
anyone but Houston or Toronto or Tampa or Texas.
Yeah, I don't actually
would
know
say-
why I dislike Texas, but I do.
No, I just
Yeah.
It's probably their ballpark. I hate their ballpark.
Yeah.
The grill,
But
it literally looks like a Weber
The
grill
big
on the outside.
metal barn. I don't know. NL's a little trickier. Maybe the D-backs or the Cubs if they hang on and get in. Yeah, I guess Brew Crew too. I don't know. Give me the smaller markets. Give me teams that haven't won in a couple decades or ever. But
In the NL, I would for sure say Milwaukee in the NL. And on a similar thing, and you mentioned them. In a year, it's been a pretty weird year in baseball, I think.
the fact that the Marlins and the Reds are still in it as we're recording.
I'm sad I don't think the Reds are going to get in. I would have rooted for them.
I don't think they are
well.
either.
Yeah.
I would have loved one little ride for Mr. Votto, but I don't.
Yeah. I think
Interesting.
they're going to fall short
Interesting
too.
to see what
but
happens there.
I got to say, though, I'm going back on my bullshit from what I did in 2019. A stupid year deserves a stupid champion. Going with the Twins, baby. Let's ride with the Twins again. That's what I say. You got these uber mega teams like Tampa and Baltimore in the AL. You have the defending champs, Houston. You got the Rangers who have, pushed all the chips in, basically. Then in the NL, you've got these two behemoths in Atlanta and LA. So it would be the funniest possible solution here would be Minnesota holding the Commissioner's Trophy at the end of the year. So that's why I'm going with them. Because if I really don't have a horse in the race here, I might as well root for something funny. And that would be funny. The team that came in third place technically in the Carlos Correa sweepstakes hoists the championship trophy at the end of October. We all think it's like this.
What's that rotation? Is it just Lopez and Ryan 1-2? It's not a bad 1-2 punch.
Bailey
Am I
Ober.
forgetting? No, that doesn't get me very excited, but
Bailey Ober will every single start goes exactly 5 1/3. He gives up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walks 2, strikes out 4, and gets a no decision.
So he's what? Cutter Crawford?
He's fine. He's solid, right? Bailey Ober's a fine enough of a pitcher. It would be so funny if we had this classic 7-game series in the National League. Everyone's like, this is basically the de facto World Series here. Dodgers, Braves, classic, extra inning Game 7, walk off for one team or the other. It's this crazy good series. And then they get gentlemen swept by Minnesota in the World Series. That would be funny. You have to admit.
I need to see one playoff win from the Twins before I hop on that bandwagon.
Rob Manfred.
You think it's coming?
I don't know, Tim.
If they win one, don't let them get hot from there. If they can just snap that streak.
I guess who's the third AL wildcard right now? Is that technically Houston?
Right now, as we recorded, it is Houston by a 1.5 games.
Oh yeah, that's a clean sweep. They're taking down the Twins in 2 games.
They'll take them down in 1 game somehow.
Royce Lewis is gonna hit 4 more grand slams in the ALDS.
And hey, Carlos Correa revenge series too.
Or no, wait, it's not even the DS. What do they call it? What do they call
wild
it?
card
It's the wild card series now.
Oh, that shit sucks.
I kind of missed the one off. I gotta say.
Presented by
I was at the
Doosan or
final AL wildcard game. It was special.
Yeah,
Mr. Bogey.
Special. That was special.
So that's what we're riding with, I would say. Last time I pulled for the Twins, it did not go well. I bought the hype of Bombas.
When has it ever gone well?
Good point. Right?
1980. What is it? 19.
Would they win 1990? 91?
They also won. I think in I think they won 89 and 91 or 87. I think. Yeah. Can we look that up? There was definitely 91. That was the Kirby Puckett walk-off, right? They won 1-0. Jack Morris. I think that was 91.
Yeah, that sounds right.
91 and 87. Those are their champions.
There we go.
The Reds won one in there. I think
bring
they won
back the
90.
Metrodome. Yeah, the nasty boys.
that park, stinky, stinky. Remember the right field wall was just a big trash bag,
a mass of because it was what? It was all the rolled up bleachers.
Yeah, it was. They had it behind plate. It was a bag. It had a huge bag in right field. I'm not.
We should bring that
I'm not
back.
Mandela affecting myself right now, right? That was definitely a bag in right field. Stinky.
Just
stadium,
like
even for
just
football,
draped
too.
on those bleachers.
Yeah.
Bring it back. You remember when the snow collapsed the roof?
Yes. Yeah.
That was
Deflated it.
that was its final days.
Man. I mean, like, obviously,
I still can't believe they didn't put a roof on Target Field. I think that's the craziest shit in the world.
Minnesota,
That is
notably,
insane. Of all places.
always
Yeah.
warm place, always.
Temperate as
Yeah.
many. Yeah. I just don't. I like. Yeah, that's so crazy. I don't get
I
how
mean, it's
that.
a nice looking park.
No, it
Just-
is. It is.
It looks great.
I've always thought. Here's something that's bothered me. I've always thought that the backstop in Minnesota looked like it was cardboard.
A little bit
Yeah,
like
the
that
weird
kind
like
of
tan
Yeah.
squares.
Yep, and I've thought it since 2009.
Is it that old already?
It is.
09?
I think
Yes.
the Red Sox played the first game there.
Wow, I feel.
There's a-
Jeez,
Oh,
it's that
09 or
old.
2010.
That makes me feel
Yeah.
old. Man, wow, that's tough. Man, that'll be on our Mega Madness bracket. Oh, by the way, you want to talk about Saturday? We were cooking up some ideas for off-season segments, and by cooking up ideas, we thought of two really good ideas, and that's
Wait, what was the second one?
well, Mega Madness.
Yes.
Which we gotta have to be careful about because I said it there offline. I'll say it again here. We can't have people think that like these are all endorsements. I think if you're smart enough, to be,
I would say 50-50.
it's about to be a very charged time. You know, it's about it's getting to be that point again, man.
Yeah, I feel
We
like
were
if
lucky
doing
enough
it
to be
12
doing
if we
this
were
in
doing it
off-seasons,
12
you
months
know what I
from
mean?
now, I think 75% of people would think we're riding with them.
Yeah, we have to play our cards right there. But the other one, talking with Johnny, the Barker draft, like drafting what you would want to like sell as like one of the aisle people
Yeah,
walking
I
up and
like
down
that
at
one.
Fenway.
That's a good one.
I think that's a great one. I think that's a great idea. So two little teases there for the off season. So, is there anything else regarding the Boston Red Sox we can talk about this week?
Do we want to chat about Soto? There's been some Soto discourse on the timeline.
Some Tatis?
Yeah. Well,
Two.
yeah. Well, no.
No,
That's
well,
not
no,
real, I don't
that's
think,
not based.
We were
in
just
reality.
talking about
That's,
Tatis in the group chat today. Like,
but- Yeah, we
what?
were saying.
Well,
it
no, I
wasn't
mean,
based
I
in
yeah, it
reality.
was just to dunk on.
Yeah,
the
fair
fool.
enough. Fair enough. All right, fine. Then Soto because he's about to be on a contract here.
Yeah. I just posed to you guys. What would you guys trade if he came with an extension?
Now, before we go into this, Jake, because this shocked you to hear this when Liam
Yeah.
brought it up. So just to
Yes.
provide context to the audience here, Juan Soto is still just 24 years old. And Cespedes Family Barbecue will bring this up from time to time, and I'll bring it up here. Juan Soto is younger than Adley Rutschman. Not just by like a day or two, but like a handful of months. Juan Soto is younger, and he's already won an MVP, or no, not a World Series, excuse me, a couple All-Star appearances.
I believe Juan
Some-
Soto is younger than when Aaron Judge made his major league debut.
He was also a late bloomer. Judge in general too was,
He's a
but
good.
the fact that Soto's already played what, 4 years, 5 years,
5.
right?
Yeah, 5
And
full seasons.
Judge
Yeah,
would have already just been.
5 full
because he
seasons.
came up in 18. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know we love Anthony. Like, really good.
Yeah.
Could project to be a good
Oh, of
hitter.
course. I mean, yeah, I would trade him for an outfielder.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would include Anthony in that deal.
Anthony, I would do. I mean, he'd headline it, I imagine. I would say whatever you do this offseason, you can't trade more than one of Teal, Anthony Meyer.
Yes.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I think you have. I mean, like, I don't really love
ideally,
trading any
I
of
would-
them unless I'm wowed. I don't love trading Teal. Maybe for anyone, not
No, I
not
don't-
literally anyone, but I just that's a
I know
tough
what you mean.
position.
Just because like
there's very few
catcher
good
itself
catchers.
is
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
If you have a catcher that can hit, like
and he's got a fucking cannon.
Yeah,
Oh, but
that
let's
can
get back. The question is,
hold
what
the
would you
team
trade
down for like a
an
decade.
extended Soto? I mean,
yeah.
Anthony.
This all works on the assumption that Soto would be extended.
Yeah, I'm not interested if he's not getting
Pause.
extended. Just because you're not that good, I guess. Like that's not a move that the 2023 Boston Red Sox make. 2024, but unless they come out of this offseason with like Ohtani, Yamamoto, another starter, then maybe you go all in. But I don't know if that that's not based in reality either.
Nothing bad could possibly happen to a team that goes all in. Look at the San Diego Padres, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be in a world of hurt next year, huh?
I definitely think like the fact that they want to cut payroll now too. Like,
well, Hader is
I don't
walking.
I don't know if the.
Oh, yeah, Hader will go.
Hader's going to walk. I feel like they will probably trade Soto. Because you can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody is trading for Machado or Bogarts.
Yep, exactly. Can't take that. And
Tatis is like
Tatis
your one
is already
real
extended,
player that you want to keep around. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. No, Snell's gonna walk.
I mean, think about you probably.
What?
I mean,
are they
move
paying
Darvish
a lot?
Darvish, yeah, they just extended him. Like,
oh no,
12
they gave
months
him an
ago.
extension.
Yeah,
It can't have been that long.
I swear to God, I want to say it was like 100 mil.
There's no way, man. I know he's good.
No way, man.
I want to say it was something. It was something stupid.
Oh my God! They gave him 6 years, 108.
There's no. They gave him. He's what?
Was
35
that
years
last
old?
winter? That was last winter.
Oh my God! He's not a free agent until 2029.
Oh no!
Holy fuck!
That's awful.
I don't know.
Oh no!
I don't know what. I don't know
that's
how else he's cutting down payroll. Unless like you're moving him, or I guess Joe Musgrove, I guess, is being paid 4 years, 80 mil.
Oh my God!
Sun's getting real low.
Fellas, that Machado extension looks like a fucking nightmare if he doesn't turn it around next year.
No. Yeah, that looks bad.
They're in hell. They're actually in hell.
Man. Well, maybe you can hold him over the barrel for Juan Soto then. Trey Ball.
But also, though, what is that really like? I mean, they're not going to give him for peanuts because they could just hold on to him and then cash out at the deadline.
True.
Yeah,
Someone will overpay.
Yeah, if I'm them, like I still at least want to try to run it back with that group.
You just chalk it up to like everything going completely
went
wrong.
horribly wrong. I mean,
Although, like,
if you look at the 2012 Red Sox, they tried to do that. They were still over 500 at the deadline.
Would you change managers though if you're the Padres? Because obviously Melvin's this great manager, but like, I mean, did you see Hader's comments?
Yeah, I saw
the other
that
night?
weird press conference with Melvin. Where I don't know, Hader didn't want to go more than 3 outs or something like that. I did not catch the full context.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a matter of Hader himself or is that a deeper thing? Like they just like don't like rally around Melvin like those A's teams used to do. I don't want to speculate one way or the other, but they're in a bind. And what sucks the most about something like that, and then what happens with the Mets, is that now any team is going to be scared to push all their chips into the middle of the table. Every team's going to be like, oh, well, what happened in 23 with the Mets and the Padres? That's what I'm scared of.
I just don't understand. I mean, I know those reports have come out the last couple of days that they want to slash payroll, but Liam, like you said,
who are you moving?
They're going to have to give up some prospects on it. Like I don't know. None of
teams
these
are going to take that money. Yeah.
None of these.
I mean, how much are they paying? I mean, Ha-Sung Kim has been amazing this year. I think he's getting paid like. Well, that's not.
Yeah,
mil?
he's not even He's making
like
$7 a year. It's like
that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so here, like Machado's making 31 a year. That could get spooky. Bogart's 25.5. Tatis 24. Soto's 23. I mean, that is a lot. Maybe they do. Yeah, he's it. I mean, Musgrove. I mean, you could trade Musgrove, but you're not going to do that. He's your one young starter.
Youngish. He's not even like particularly young, but
he's 30.
Like,
Darvish, that's insane. Darvish's contract goes until he's 43. What the fuck?
It's fucking nuts.
Hader's gone. Cronenworth. They gave Jake Cronenworth 7 years, $80 million.
Yeah, didn't he? Well, this was it? Is this post Rookie of the Year, Jake Cronenworth?
Yeah.
Because what? But still, he didn't he win Rookie of the Year in 20?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. Well, anyway, maybe Cronin. I guess you could trade him if you wanted. He's making 11 a year, but that's not bad for what he is. And then it's like, what meaningful slashes can you even make under that? Yeah, they might be fucked, guys. That's kind of crazy, actually.
That's what I'm kind of like. If I'm just them, you run it back. If hey,
Already made the
you get
bet,
to the-
right?
yeah, you get to the trade deadline. I mean, you're just kind of like, hey, we're not keeping Soto. Move him. Try to
Last
move
waltz, one
Musgrove,
last
I guess.
ride, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Just to go 79 and 83 again.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Would you? Oof, yeah. No.
I mean, I definitely don't think I don't think Preller makes it through the offseason.
I've said this on the podcast. I don't understand how he's still employed. Like,
And the fact he's been there
Even
since, like,
before
2014.
before this disaster, what has he done? He traded for Tatis, great. And then he's made like nice little moves, but every big thing he did has been a fucking nightmare.
Blown up.
Other than like the first Machado contract, but then he supplements that with the second one, which is already a disaster. Like, I don't know. He is Teflon. I don't understand how he's still employed.
The Teflon Don.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is.
Yeah. Hey, but I'll tell you who doesn't have a lot of money on their payroll next year.
The Boston Red Sox.
The Oakland Athletics.
No? Well, yeah, you're right.
It's true. Can't deny
It's
it.
true. It is absolutely true. No, we. That's what I'm saying, guys. You know, I think we could get freaky. I think
Well,
we can get freaky.
let's hope they do get freaky, because they're not getting freaky any time this year. I guess technically in the calendar year they would, but anyways. In any event, let's take another break here. Liam, are you going to kickball, or are you sticking around?
Yeah. I think I got a split. If we're
Yeah,
we're just coming back to do the grid, yeah.
Yeah, just going to be Grid City.
All right, yeah.
Jake and I
Oh.
going to do the... Is that Dragon Ball Z where they do the fusion thing?
Oh,
Also
yeah.
looking the wrong way from him.
What's going on outside, Liam?
I don't know. Games going on. Dogs are barking.
Somebody should drive into Fenway Park.
Ted Williams did it that one time. Not that he drove.
Nobody would get hurt. Nobody would get hurt, to be clear, but I would just like the game to end. Somebody should, you know, what would be nice if they
was
just
very distressing,
carved up the infield, like did do donuts and stuff.
It may not be ready for opening day 24. That's how bad they damaged it.
That's
So,
fine.
All right, let's take a step aside, and then we'll be back with the grid.
Bye, Liam.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Love
Good
you
luck
too.
with the grid.
All right. I just got to punch in something really quick. 1 second. Take me like 2 minutes, like 2 actual minutes. More wedding stuff. It's a lot. It's a fucking lot.
Let's see. I've got a sock for the first corner.
I have not looked at it yet.
Yeah, I've got a sock for the bottom left corner as well. After that, though, I don't. That might be it.
Okay. Now I have to send out one text and then we're ready to go. To the groomsmen.
Fitz, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just.
It's okay.
Had to book tea times for the groomsmen on Friday as a thank you gift for them for being part of the wedding. Sure, it's 9 holes for both. Okay, wonderful. Okay, all right, ready to roll. Back at. All right, grid time. No Liam. Liam had to dip. He had to go play kickball. If Liam loses in kickball here, I think he loses his spot on the show. How are you gonna dip out on grid time, Jake, and then lose in kickball? It's unbecoming.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's he actually caught me up on kickball the other day. He said, "Well, listen to this, Fitz. I have a question for you. If you were a kickball coach, if you would do this, so
Throw at someone's head, brush them off the plate."
So Liam said they put the people with the weak arms, like the scrawnier physically people, in the infield. But doesn't that not make sense? Because you would actually have a chance to throw somebody out.
Yeah, like, I mean, if it's in the outfield anyways,
Like it's a base hit. It doesn't matter.
it'll be probably a double no matter what. Like, you could
Sure.
have a cannon there, but, like, it's still, like
Yeah.
that rubber ball's still going to sail a bit. It's not like
So
you're
I'm
going to
glad you
hose
agree.
someone.
So their coach, I don't know if there's a coach or what the deal is, but stupid.
I think I would agree with that. No, if I have someone with a fucking BB, I'm sticking them right at short or at third. You know what I mean? Let's try to get that out at first.
Yes. Thank you.
You know?
Thank
You know ball. You know kickball.
Yeah. I mean, third is tough. That's basically impossible. But yeah.
Yeah, you get a slower guy, maybe, you know?
I guess. Yeah.
You know? Potentially.
It's a long way.
Short for sure. And second, I guess you wouldn't need it. You know? You don't need the strongest arm. Probably strongest arm at short. Anyways, Jake, what do we got for the grid today, my friend?
All right. Top to bottom on the left, these will be your rows. We have the O's, the Giants, and the Royals. And then left to right, these are your columns. We have the Yanks, the D-backs, and a Rookie of the Year.
All right, so you mentioned before it came
so
back
Andrew
from break,
Miller, Yankee, Red Sox, Oriole.
You could also say Steve Pierce as well. For that.
Ooh, that's probably better.
The dirty little secret. Shout out to John Boyd from SB Nation for bringing this to my attention. Steve Pierce has played for every team in the American League East. If you have a crossover,
I think, I'm not positive, but I think Kelly Johnson also did that.
Kelly Johnson.
Yeah.
I think he was with the Nationals too, right? Wasn't he?
Kelly?
I think so. All
I'm not sure, but I do. I think the AL East thing applies to Kelly as well.
right, Steve Pierce, 3%. There you go. Add the Red Sox tax there. Let's call that fat 1.5. You want to keep with the Red Sox as much as you can.
Yeah, I mean,
You could
the
do
only
Johnny
other
Damon
one
for Yankees Royals
Oh, that's good. Or Benny.
or Benny.
Who do you think?
Probably Johnny Damon.
Yeah, probably Johnny Damon. I'll do Benny on my computer.
In your dreams, Johnny Damon.
All right, what was Damon?
14.
Benny was 17.
There you go. He was actually
All right.
16 for the Sox, but
Now,
gets tricky.
wait, what was Steve Pierce?
3%.
Andrew Miller was 2.
Ah,
That's crazy. That's
pretty
really
even
weird.
so far. Do we do a battle grid here? See who gets the better score?
Well, those are the only.
Two so far.
It gets ugly after that.
Right, you know. Who's the buddy there? Brett Saberhagen. Did he win Rookie of the Year for the Royals back in the day? Because he definitely pitched for the Red Sox. I know
Oh,
that.
Jesus. I don't.
I'm not confident enough to.
No, I don't. I mean, who? I don't even know who did. George Brett? He probably won Rookie of the Year, right?
Probably.
Maybe not, though. I don't know.
Probably Witt didn't, right?
No, he was bad his first year.
Yeah. Who won Rookie of the Year for
Did
the...
Whit Merrifield win Rookie of the Year?
No, I think he was a late bloomer.
Well, yeah?
I don't think he did it.
I thought he had, like, real juice. Come on. No, you're
Well,
right.
he never had power. Really.
Sorry, I
like, juice
cheated,
like that,
and
like
you're
juice,
right.
like in terms of his like. No, I don't think. Who won Rookie of the Year? Greinke?
Ooh.
He was good when he was young.
Ooh.
Zach Greinke, maybe.
It's crazy Zach Greinke only has one Cy Young for, like, the career he had.
He didn't win that one in 15.
No.
What he had to have won in 09 with the Royals, right? He was crazy
one
good
of
in
those
09.
late. Yeah, I think 09.
He was crazy good that. Put that on
okay.
ice for a moment.
Okay, yeah,
Put
I
that
don't
on
know.
ice.
I don't know that one. A Rookie of the Year for the O's. I think Machado won Rookie of the Year, didn't he?
Did he? I think he did. Because he was good out of the gates.
Or
No.
what about the Giants? Posey, I think maybe.
Posey definitely did.
And then
Probably
did Big Time
Willie
Timmy
McCovey, one of
Jim
those guys.
win Rookie of the Year?
Good question. No, because I think he technically came up in like 07. I think he wasted
he wasted
or not
rookie
didn't
that-
waste it, but I think he
Yeah.
already used his rookie eligibility.
He was special.
I remember he won his second Cy Young, and there were talks of him like, oh, is he going to pass Roger Clemens' 7 here?
Oh,
He did
man.
not. He did not. He did not pass them. Needless to say, he was special. This grid kind of sucks, huh?
It really does.
Kind of
yeah.
stumping us.
I know. I mean, the D-backs and the Royals are two poverty franchises.
D-backs, Royals. Could you do Jared Dyson? Right,
Shit, yeah.
4% for Jared Dyson.
All right.
Yeah,
Royals.
let's try to get into groove here with the team ones.
Okay.
Giants, Yankees.
Giants, Yankees.
Try to get sicko on this. Aubrey Huff didn't play for the Yankees, right?
Ooh.
I
Did
don't think he
AJ Przinsky play for the Yankees?
Did he play for the Giants?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Maybe not.
D-backs Giants, you could do Scherzer. No, you can't. What the fuck am I talking about? No, he never fucking pitched for the Giants. Jesus. God, I'm exhausted. Oh my God.
This grid sucks. This grid sucks.
Do you want to just end the episode?
Fuck, I don't know anybody else. I don't know any Diamondbacks. That's like that might be the franchise I think about the least.
Yeah, they're a pretty forgotten franchise.
No, you know what? This is D-backs Orioles. I mean, what the fuck? Like,
This is tough.
This is terrible. All right, let's just get the Rookie of the Years in so we can at least.
Cal Ripken Jr. had to have. Just easy ones.
I just put Manny Machado. He did not win Rookie of the Year,
Okay.
so that's out.
Cal Ripken Jr. had to have. Yeah, 78%.
Buster Posey also won Rookie of the Year.
I'm going to say William McCovey.
George Brett did not win Rookie of the Year.
William McCovey did 7%.
All right.
Carlos Beltran had to have.
How
Carlos
do we not
Beltran.
have a Giant and a Yankee? Those are like
Carlos
two
Beltran,
premier-
51%.
Two premier franchises.
Giant Yankee. I mean, Carlos Rodon, but
Oh, just do it.
let's just get this over with.
Yeah.
I got a perfect one right now. I'll have you know, my friend. 20% for Carlos Rodon. Giants. Giants. D-backs. You could do Randy Johnson. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of that video with Randy Johnson and Greg Maddux. That's why I said Scherzer. So I was on the right idea.
This
on
is,
the right
I
track.
think, the shittiest grid they've ever had.
20% for big unit. Yeah, this is pretty shitty. And then where's Rose when you need him?
Oh, Wade
D-backs,
Miley.
Baltimore.
Wade Miley.
Wade Miley. There you go. We see. Never give up. Never surrender.
Never give up, never. But
That
that was
fat-
awful.
That fat 199 rarity score. Jeez, I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
God.
that was vile.
Ugh, God. Getting married. The lead up to it is fun, but Jake, dude, it is. It's so exhausting.
Well, our beautiful listeners, I'll tell you, there will be some fire picks on the pod account.
Yes, there
Saturday.
has to be. I didn't get
Yeah.
this haircut for nothing.
I'll be yeah. I'll have
Are you
my
gonna,
suit.
are you gonna
that
a little
I'm-
trimmery?
No. It's not my wedding, Fitz.
So I don't want you to look like a slob.
I'm not gonna look like a slob. I mean, I'll
Don't,
be
don't
clean.
look like a slob.
I'll have product in. I mean, it'll be. I'm going slicked back.
Coiffed. What is coiffing hair, anyways? I
I
always
think
say that.
it's like up, right?
Is that what a
like
coiff?
it's-
I'm asking
It's
you.
got. I don't know. I'm gonna. I got my suit from home.
Nice.
It's a little small, but I got fat. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What color's the suit?
Fitz. It's black.
There you go.
Yep. I'm gonna wear a light blue tie. Light blue tie.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's yeah. What are you wearing?
You're sat at a fun table. I'll have you know.
Am I with Liam?
Yeah, you, Liam, and Sophie will be together.
Okay,
guys.
great.
So,
Who's-
anyways,
is it a surprise?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay, cool.
So you'll be surprised to the listener.
Well, hey, next time we talk, our beautiful listeners, I think the season will be over. No?
yes, the season will be over. Hopefully, the
Thank
marriage
God.
won't
The
be
season
over.
is over. Thank fucking God, huh?
So next time I talk to you guys, I mean, that will be middle October. So
Yeah.
it'll be a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear the Rogue episode here, the bad boy episode, the caution
Yeah.
tape episode. So,
That's right.
in any event, for Liam, for Jake, for the future misses, I'm Fitz. You've been you. Thanks for listening, and thanks for listening this entire season. This is the last time I'll speak until the off season is officially underway. So we'll be here during the off season. We're not going anywhere. But even if the season was a bit shitty or deflating, as I called it, we're glad to have lived through it with you folks. You guys are what make the show worth doing, and it is very fun to do it and very fun to see your reactions to it. Hope you enjoyed this episode in the season with us. Talk to you next time. Go Sox, obey your mother,
Obey your mother.
and obey your future misses too if you're in my shoes.